So, I mean, being in the insurance sector, I see this pretty often. But would you say that landlords give being a landlord the respect that it deserves? Meaning, do you feel that they actually treat it as a business? Like for you, property is a full-time occupation.
Yes.
Whether you're buying property, whether you're doing a JV, whether you're doing a seminar, whether you're talking about property, it is a full-time occupation. Do you feel that maybe landlords give it the respect it deserves, or treat it the way it should be treated?
Yeah, unfortunately I don't think they do, because as you said, property really is a business.
Yes.
But because the way, especially in our community, the way we started investing was it was just somewhere to keep money.
Yes.
And then it starts making a little bit of an income. You collect rent, and the mindset is pay the debt down, clear the debt, don't have any borrowing against it, and you've got a little bit of an income. And obviously today, when we look at that, if you've got a few properties, that's probably the most tax inefficient way to hold property. But because we don't treat it as a business, we don't think about what's involved in a business, systems, processes, people, understanding the accounting. I think that's where there's a huge gap in our community, in the lack of knowledge and education as seeing property really as a business and treating it as a business.
Why do you think that is? Do you feel that maybe we don't want to disclose our portfolios, or we don't want to talk to people about our assets?
I think
and therefore we kind of we're left out from learning about it.
Yeah, I think sometimes it can be that there's probably an element of that, but I think if we look at some of those with larger property portfolios these days, well, look, the reality is if you've got one buy to let, that's one more than most people in the country. Yeah. But if you've got a handful of properties or a portfolio of properties within the family generally, and some of those have been handed down to like a second generation now through inheritance or whatever it may be, the way they were set up, it was just somewhere to park the cash.
Yes.
And it was never really thought about as a business.
As a business, yes.
And there wasn't the education to understand that. So it's not their fault. They did the best they did with that time and with that knowledge.
Yes.
But I think today, if you're in property, you really have to understand what it is as a business and treat it as a business to get the best out of it.
Yes.